one of you is doing great. Today, I choose to talk about stoic mindset. Every one of us knows someone who is successful, right? There's people who made it in life. Those people have the same mindset or have adopted a mindset. Perfect. So, a study in Harvard asked students and workers above the age of the 20s, and this is a cloud word from their response. As we see, there is a big word that is called stress, and there is also exhaustion and etc. But what is the cause of this? As we see, there is a pool, maybe healthcare problem, loss of a life, financial problem. We need to overcome this problem. So there is the philosophy of Stoicism. First of all, a mindset is a set of belief that is made to shape our senses of life. So this is a kind of a meme of the modern philosophy of life. So there is someone who is desperate, who needs help, who needs a savior. So the response we get is simple. Do your bed, take a shower, exercise. And then, oh my God, that's Stoic philosophy. No, it's not. It's way deeper than that. And those things will help for sure, but not that Stoicism. All right, let's start with some history. Those three people are the founding fathers of Stoicism. We have the first one, Epictetus. His name doesn't mean anything. In the English language, translated to acquire. He was a slave. But one time, he saw his masters playing with money, food, and drinking, and then he realized that the man is freer than them. He's not attached to any material object. Then there is the emperor, the most powerful man in the world, Marcus Aurelius. 2,000 years later, we found that Marcus read a book from Epictetus himself, right? And then there is Seneca. Seneca was the political advisor of Marcus Aurelius. Perfect. This is a quote that shows those people how they endorse their pain and live through stress. As we know, Epictetus was a slave. And then he wrote this magnificent quote that means that he meant to be a slave. He was born a slave, but he saw the beauty of it, didn't try to do something that he can't. Just embrace it and live happily. Marcus himself, he is, as an emperor, endured a lot of pain. He lost a lot of children, corruption. He was running an entire empire, right? But he was having that positive mindset. Then there is Seneca. Seneca was his political advisor. Even though he lived through the same thing as Marcus, he sees the positive thing in life. Right, so some values on Stoicism is easy. Those three have these values. The first values, we need to focus on what we can control. Then we accept external circumstances. And then we practice emotional resilience. And then we put virtue as the highest good. So how we know what we can control and can't control? We put a table and two sides. And then we think from ourselves, from our experience and no one else. We ask our mind and ourselves what we can control. I'm going to ask you, can you control the weather, for example? No, you can't. But can you control your reaction to a bad weather? Of course you can. So your reaction is how you perceive the weather. If the weather was bad, then it's bad. You cannot change it. No one can. But the perception of you, if the weather is bad, that's a problem. That's your problem, right? So this is how you accept the things how you are. Well, if you see things that the plan is not, the path is not always straight, there is struggles. And this is a fact. Life is not that good. It's not flowery, it's not happy is not, there is a lot of pain. You need to endorse that. You need to accept the pain. So accept that in your path, in your life, until the death, you will see failures, you will allow of problems in your way. Then, as you see, this is a picture. This is, let's take an example, this is inside your mind. Your mind can be stable, can be wavy, right? If you put your mind into seeing negative things, well, life is negative. If life is positive, then life is positive. Then, there is the virtue of work ethic. You need, if you work, or do, or study, or whatever, you need to have that virtue, that I need to do what I have to do. Do not cheat or anything, because this is your problem. You need to have virtue. Well, the Stoics, thousands of years earlier, they found a board. Say, hey, how we can be Stoic? Well, they have a lot of practices that you must do. First of all, you need to get up a bit early, appreciate gratitude, in journaling, in doing the good thing, etc. That thus will help you evolve in your life. Well, there's some example of famous Stoic celebrities that I think most of you know. The first one is Keanu Reeves. We all know his tragic story, but he made it through his Stoic mind. Elon Musk, too. Barack Obama is the first African-American president, American president. He made it too, because he said, well, it is what it is, and accept that negative thoughts. And then there is Kobe Bryant, the legend of basketball. Well,